Hello everyone, I know I haven't posted in such a long while, but today is part 3 of the Bug Catcher Challenge. And this time, we are going to get to the 6th gym leader. The first thing I decided to do was train all my Pokemon to level 30, which was one level higher than Flannery's ace, Torkoal. I thought this would be fair since her type is very effective against bugs. This is my team, and comment below if you think I'll beat this gym first try. Alright, let's get into the gym battle with Flannery. Flannery starts off with Numel and I start off with Krusty. I use Dig and it misses his Overheat. I use Dig and it finishes off. I do the same thing for its Slugma using Dig, and as it misses Overheat, I again finish it off. But for Camera it was kind of a different story. I use Dig again, of course, so I can get it, and it misses its move, but I don't kill it, and it ends up killing me. So I switch to HM Dog so I can just quickly use a revive and revive Krusty. HM Dog dies to Overheat. Then I send out Krusty and use Dig. Pierrot uses Overheat but it missed, and then the Dig takes it out. And then there's Torkoal. I use Dig on it, and he uses Overheat and miss. I use Dig, and it doesn't even do a 4th, and then I get knocked out. So, I switch to Subscribe, even though I know it's weak. I'll use it to revive Krusty. And as Subscribe goes down, I decide I'll send in Krusty. I use another Dig, praying that it will do some decent damage, and it did some decent damage, but again, Krusty got taken out. So, I switched into the Dean and used Shockwave, which got it really low, and then I got paralyzed. So I used Revive on Krusty, then Flannery used a Hyper Potion. I couldn't move, but the Torkoal decided to use Sunny Day. Then I got critted by Body Slam and died. So I used Krusty again, used another Dig, and prayed for a good attack. This time, it was a pretty low roll, but I still was doing good. I used Thief, and then I died to another Body Slam. I sent out Parker and used a Revive on Krusty as it sets up Sunny Day. Then I decide to use this chance to heal, and I use a Soda Pop on the Krusty to get him to full HP. Then to use the Attract on Parker, but I'm not going to attack with Parker, so that's perfect. But then I decide, I'll attack with Parker actually. And I'll try to Stun Spore it. I Stun Spore it and paralyzing it, making it so sometimes it won't move. And I got Immobilized by Love, but it didn't move. Again, I got Immobilized by Love and hit with Body Slam. I got Immobilized by Love and used Gust. Got Immobilized by Love and then Body Slam critted out. I used Krusty and used Dig as it used Sunny Day. The Dig got really close and it almost took it out, but then Flannery used another Hyper Potion. So I used another Dig, and then I used another Dig trying to take it out, but it still didn't die. But the paralysis made so it couldn't move. It got paralyzed again. I hit another Dig. They got really low, so I decided to use Thief since I had no more Digs left. I decided to use Donnie to finish it off with a Psybeam, and while the Body Slam did a decent amount, I ended up winning this battle. It was a very difficult battle, and I hope all the battles forward would get easy. Also, I decided to use my starter Trico as my HM Pokemon. Also, I found this strange sand pillar inside of the desert, and I decided to head into it, but I couldn't find anything, so I decided I'd come back later. This is the 3rd time I'm saying also, but I found the TM for Toxic, which will be very important. After exploring the tower, I found 2 fossils, and I decided to take the Claw fossil, because it will turn into the bug-type Anorith. I went to Rustboro to revive my fossil, and I named my Anorith Gary. Now the next part of the story I was worried about was the gym battle against Norman, because Norman's Slacking is incredibly strong and is known to end up killing teams. So I tried to train my Pokemon up to at least level 30. After our training arc, we start our battle with Norman. Norman starts off with Spin, and I start off with Parker. I use Stun Spore to paralyze it as he uses Teeter Dance when I get confused. Then I decide to use Mega Drain, but I get hit with my confusion. Then it takes me down, and then use Facade to take me out. I switch in Krusty and use Swords Dance. He uses Facade, and I use a Super Potion to heal myself up. Spinda gets paralyzed, and I use another Sword Dance to boost my attack. Then I get Facade again, and then I decide, screw it. And I decide to slash Spinda, killing it. Then I slash Vigoroth, killing it. Next, I slash my noob, killing it. I try to slash Slacking, but he doesn't get taken out. On his off turn, I use Secret Power, but he uses his Citrus Berry. Then he takes me out with Fan's attack. I switch into Gary for a Rock Smash to try to lower its defense, and as it uses Yawn, I switch into the Dean. With the Dean in, I use a Revive and revive Krusty as I get hit with the Facade. On its true in turn, I use a Super Potion to heal it up, and I get to heal up Krusty also. After that, I switch into Gary and use Rock Smash. I keep using Rock Smash trying to lower its defense. And then it hits me with a counter, killing me. I use Slash, and it gets low offs. And then I use another Hyper Potion. I keep slashing, and eventually I take out my slashes. I thought that gym battle would be harder, but setting up with Swords Dance was definitely the right call. After my gym battle with Norman, Wally's dad gives me the HM for Surf, allowing me to access a lot more of the map. Also on one of the water routes, I found Ice Beam, which will be useful when I get Surskit, which is 100% definitely in the game. Also, while going through the next routes, I decided to fight the water route trainers, as they could give me lots of levels that would help me fight the next gym leader, Winona, who's a flying type specialist. After heading back to Marvel City, I saw Watson, and he looked very nervous. He told me that I needed to go to the basement and fix the generator because it could cause dangers. So I decided that was my next goal. After finding the generator and powering it off, as a thanks, Watson gives me the TM for Thunderbolt, which I teach to the Dean. On the way to Fortress City, I went through the weather agency and found Team Aqua there, which I quickly dispatched. Also, May keeps trying to battle me, but at this point in the story, she's a complete pushover, so it was an easy sweep. My next goal was try to get to Winona's gym, but since there was something in the game, I decided to just leave. I went south of Fortress City, and something was blocking me again. I saw Steven there also, so I asked him what was going on, and he said I needed the Devon Scope to see the Pokemon. After he gives me the Devon Scope, I learned the Pokemon in front of us is a Kecleon, and I quickly dispatch it. At this point, I'm tired of doing voiceovers, so I'm just going to explain something. Basically, we were sweeping her entire team until she sent out her Altaria, which swept out our entire team, making us white out and lose the battle. So I decided after the battle, I would go south and try to fight some trainers so I could get stronger and defeat her later. After some time, I made it to the move leader, and I decided to lead the move Rock Smash on Krusty since it was quite weak and I could replace it for a stronger move. But then I went outside and I encountered May, but I'm pretty sure you know that I won this battle quite easily. After that fight, I went into the Lily Cove department store and picked up the TMs for Thunder and Hyper Beam, which I taught to Megatron and the Dean. So you might be asking, what was that foreshadowing about Surskit? Turns out, Surskit isn't in the Pokemon Emerald Pokedex. I checked the website that showed where Surskit can be, and turns out in Pokemon Emerald, it's not in the game. For some stupid reason, even though it's in the Hoenn Dex, it isn't in the game Pokemon Emerald. And that made me mad to the point where I didn't play the game for a whole day, but I decided I'd continue without it. This is my final battle with Winona, and I'll just let the gameplay speak for itself. is the end of the video. Sorry this video was long overdue, but I had lots of stuff to do. But I already recorded all the gameplay footage for part 4, so part 4 should come out soon. And also, when I finish the series, tell me if I should do a Nuzlocke or not. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe because I'm going to be posting more consistently. And I'll see you later. Bye.